and good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to share insights on the past, present, and future of the MICE industry. And we have three of the industry experts with us. Mr. Zahir Moldina from ARP Africa Travels. ARP are actually the veteran and the pioneers of African travel industry. So hello to Mr. Zahir.
Hi there.
We have Miss AYSE ABBAS from the famous luxury chain of hotels, Radisson Hotel Groups. And Miss AYSE is marketing manager for MICE B2B and B2C for EMEA region, so which is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Hello, Miss AYSE.
Middle East and Africa. Thank you so much. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure is all ours. And we have Mr. MICKY, the CEO of Elevatetrips, veteran of the travel industry, coming from rich experience of working with MR Al Futtaim. So a warm welcome to MICKY.
Thank you very much, SAPNA.
Yeah. So we'll start quickly. We all have seen UAE making a history in last 6 months with world's biggest expo so far, Expo 2020. We all know that till last year, we could not even imagine that actually we will be bringing the entire world together in less than 6 months. But UAE made the impossible possible and brought so many opportunities forward for MICE groups. And we all know that this is one of the future we are looking for, the MICE in UAE and around the world. This is one of the opportunities which we all are looking for. And now something about the Gulf Travel Show and how did Gulf Travel Show came in the picture. So Gulf Travel Show started in 2020 March when the entire world was closing. So they planned to have this virtual meeting for people to know what is happening and how and what will be the future of tourism industry, to know the market updates. So this is a virtual travel show which has continuously been happening in 6 months. So we had first one in March 2020, second one again we had in November 2020, third we have in November 2021, of course, and the fourth one is now in March 2022. So we are here to share some insights on MICE and the future of MICE. So we would like to start with Mr. Zahir to know that what exactly is your opinion and what exactly is your insights for the MICE. As we know that especially the Africa part, if we have seen how people are looking into CSR programs in Africa. We have seen they are looking into not only the incentives, but they are also looking into responsible tourism to Africa. So I would like to know more about your part of work in Africa and how do you look into doing MICE and what kind of MICE groups have you done so far?
Sure, thank you, SAPNA. If I may start, I mean, in terms of our provision of service, we are East and Southern Africa focused. So our operations are in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Zanzibar, and South Africa. MICE is a huge portion of business for us. It's a very significant segment of the market for a number of reasons. Primarily, it's a very unique destination. I think post-COVID, or during COVID, we've seen a real separation in terms of corporations, and MICE travel, incentives, meetings are very, very important for industries, for companies, but obviously the need is there for destinations which can cater to this. Team building, collaboration, things like this. And I think what we have found is that during this period, yes, like we are doing today, virtual has become a very normal way of life, but actually the value, the significance of coming together and having these sort of events are very, very important. In terms of Africa, I think it fits very well into the MICE demographic, into the MICE demand. unique destinations, the ability for team building, the ability to have interesting destinations, thought-provoking. There's a lot of things which come out of these kind of things. And I think even if we talk about corporate retreats and unique destinations where we can visit. So, we've seen this as an area of great significance during the pandemic as well as post. In terms of activities that can be done in East Africa, as you mentioned, the CSR programs are very, very important. A lot of companies are very aware of their carbon footprint, of their desire to give back to communities, whether they operate within those countries or not. I think it's these sort of projects which are available across Africa are very important, whether it be schools, medical facilities, reforestation projects, which we're very centrally involved in, carbon offset projects, various things like that. And I think, the CSR perspective on this is also very beneficial, because they understand that by participating into these kind of projects, you can make a real difference. So these are things where we look at it in terms of the function of the MICE trip coming down into Africa, in terms of what they can get from the visit, as well as what they can contribute towards the destinations as well. And we're very actively involved in all of these areas.
Absolutely. As we had a conversation, your company ARP has been in the market since 90 years. It's been 90 years of business. So I'm sure that the kind of insights we have received about the MICE, which you have been doing before, and what is going to be the trend, that is wonderful. We are glad to hear about it. And speaking about the hybrid meetings, we know that there have been a lot of options provided by the luxury brands of hotels right now for conducting MICE, which can be done offline and online. And I know Radisson is one of the property which has been continuously working on it and doing more MICE groups in such systems. So can I know more about that from Miss AYSE?
Yes, hi. Yeah, definitely. So we are obviously one of the largest and most dynamic hotel companies with 9 distinctive brands. So we represent from our area 100 plus hotels, and more coming this year as well. Only Middle East, we're looking at 51 hotels and resorts. Mainly, I will say our footprint is in UAE and KSA, as you know. So obviously, I would say already pre-COVID times, I think the focus has been on the digitalization of the events. It was a strong need already from our bookers. We felt it. So when the COVID hit, we would say that we had to come with a strong message that we can definitely deliver the needs of our customers. You would say, like, what are these? So we came up with a big marketing message when it comes to Radisson meetings. For example, we're talking about top-notch technology. We're saying we have modern venues in top locations all around the world. Safety and security has become very important. So all our hotels are SGS certificated hotels. State-of-the-art technology. So you were talking about hybrid meetings and virtual meetings and how we can combine. So what we are saying to our customers is, like, whether you are having a hybrid meeting or a virtual meeting, or you would like to sit in one room and connect with the rest of the world, we are providing you all these technology solutions, the top-notch technology. So most of our hotels, we have partnered with Zoom technology. So not only we're providing the basic AV equipment, for more complex requirements, we are happy to provide you, the top-notch technology provided by Zoom. So this is one of the things that I would say that really made an impact. And also, I think Zahir was talking about sustainability. So this is something that came out last year, and I think it's increasingly important in the market when bookers come out and they decide to book their meetings and events. sustainability is, I think, a key need for them. So as Radisson Hotel Group, we promise 100% carbon neutral meetings in all our hotels. So that has been a very important marketing message and what we can deliver to the environment. So these are the few things that we came up with, even as I said, pre-COVID, and it will continue to grow with importance in the coming years.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
When we are, yes, that's so true, that we all have to act responsible and we have to ensure that even all our corporates, the carbon footprints and everything is been taken care of. And I can see a lot of changes happening. But when speaking about the technology, we have MICKY BHATIA on board, and we know that they have been coming big time in terms of technology and digitalization of the travel. So can I have more insights on that from MICKY?
Hi, SAPNA. Thank you. So, as we all know, digital is a way forward. These days, if you actually go up and see what Facebook, what happened with WhatsApp, these are supposed to be social media platforms, but along with being social media platforms, they are actually a new lineup these days. So similarly, nobody actually wants to take the travel and go anywhere for the likes of Amazon or for the likes of Netflix. The dynamics of the world has changed on a digital platform perspective. So that's what we actually do from a travel point of view, where we provide ease to people, where you can book a ticket or on fingertips, you can book a hotel, and thanks to companies like Radisson, they provide us good rates so that we can promote that to our customers aggressively. And subsequently, from a technology point of view, we're bringing a lot of DMCs, a lot of content together, which was initially not available for the consumer. It was only available in the B2B trade, and it used to then it was passed on to the consumer via the B2B trade. But these days, as we all say, everything is at ease. So you want to put everything on a single platform. And from an Elevatetrips point of view, we are bringing a lot of content on a single platform, which I see no other OTA is currently doing that. So as we speak about opportunity, we speak about sustainability. These days, company they want carbon footprint. And thanks to the new type of CRMs and the ERPs that we work with, these type of reports, they can be provided to a corporate for them to actually put into a CSR objective, or growing some trees, fighting carbon, because at the end of the day, we need to leave something good for the next generations to come. And that is the only way it's going to be possible through technology and reducing stuff like that. As we rightly said, virtual way was a thing of doing MICE events earlier. However, the good part is that people want to travel, and we have seen that the trade has changed a little bit, and we are being very positive about it in the coming years. So there's going to be a lot of revenge travel happening. Companies will be forced, by their distributors, the employees, to attend conferences, to have the MICE events in place. So going forward, I think in the next 12 to 18 months' time, looks like the business will be as usual pre-COVID.
So, absolutely, yes. I agree. I can't agree more with you, MICKY, because we have seen in travel industry, there have been many travel industry partners who have also been sharing insights on that we have been doing better than 2019 pre-pandemic into 2021 and 2022. So that's true. The business in this part of the world especially is almost back to normal. So let's talk about Dubai. Let's talk about UAE as a country which will be growing in MICE in future, and the way Dubai has grown for the MICE in the future. I would like to know from you, Mr. Zahir, what is your opinion on UAE as a MICE, as a country who is promoting so much of the MICE?
I think the UAE has always been a leader in many ways, and I say that because I think the leadership is very focused. Through whichever challenges that we've seen in the past, along the way, and more so in COVID, and I think that's something which is on everyone's mind. I think leadership has been very effective and has allowed the the region, Dubai as a city, the UAE as a whole, to really manage things very, very well. And by doing so, I think they've led the way in terms of the ability to put in the protocols, put in the processes, have very well-defined requirements, but at the same time not stifle the industry. And we saw that, as source markets began to open, we could already see that the UAE was very high on the list for MICE travel. We also saw on the back of MICE travel, a lot of leisure travel coming in as well. So let's also recognize the fact that MICE is also an enabler to seeing destinations. And there's many times where you would see it as a business or a MICE traveler, and then you'll visit again as a leisure traveler. And Dubai, I think, has the ability to give something for everyone. There's so many different experiences, so many wonderful hotels, so many amazing things to do off the beaten track, on the commercial side, events, all of these kind of things. And really, when we talk about MICE, it's about confidence in a destination, right? It's about talking about what are the reasons that I want to hold my MICE event there. And if I can be confident that it has the quality, it has the infrastructure, it has the services, it has the unique attraction, then I think it ticks all the boxes. And I think Dubai has really done that very, very well. And it continues to do that. And I think, the main thing is here is that, with the volume of tourism that comes in and the opportunity for MICE, with the amount of hotels, it really is a unique proposition in many ways. So I think Dubai, is a trailblazer, and it will continue to be. And as we see the emergence of events and MICE once again, that segment is really going to grow. As I mentioned before, the value of face-to-face, the value of interaction, the value of team building, these are all very, very important. The other point I'd like to mention is the accessibility. Dubai is very accessible. It's very well connected by a lot of airlines. So even if you've got global teams coming in from different places, I mean, for our sales offices, we've got offices in UK, France, Germany, the US, Dubai, and Australia. There's been numerous times where we've had to organize events for various companies which are multinationals, or events for multinationals. And Dubai is able to bring in these people very seamlessly. And in most of the time, point-to-point travel, which is, again, a huge benefit.
Yes, that's true. And of course, I took this from your conversation that, yes, Dubai offers something for everybody. So this is the factor which is why IIFM, what's in it for me. And this is where I would like to check with Ms. AYSE. I know that you have some wonderful agent rebates program in Radisson, and I would like to know more about such programs for our audience.
So I can't agree with Zahir more, because I think in Dubai, we never stopped working, even during COVID times, based in Dubai and looking after our hotels, the rest of Middle East and Africa and Europe. Our hotels here never stop working, and we continuously have the occupancies and the requirements, international and from GCC, throughout the COVID. One thing that I think I have to mention that Dubai has been very smart doing is to provide this entrepreneurship visas as well, to attract people to the city, where they were actually able to come on visas and just, provide them this beautiful city, come work here from anywhere you want. We will provide you the visa, beautiful weather, safety, security. So one of the things that we launched, one of the programs that we launched during COVID was the hybrid rooms. So hybrid rooms is something that has been so popular because it's something that is a hotel room where you can actually rent as an office. So, you have the comfort of a hotel room, with the bed and the room service. And we also provide, the printing station, stationaries, all the AV equipment, where you will be able to sit in the comfort of a hotel room and get connected to your colleagues all around the world. So this has been very, very popular with all these customers flying into Dubai and looking for places, you know, with that comfort of an office at the same time as a hotel room. So as I said, Dubai has never stopped, and we will continue to adapt to the market situation, you know, for all the segments, whether if it's MICE, whether it's an individual traveler, whether it's for travel agents. So yeah, we just need to adapt. And I think, yeah, they've just been, first thing you have to understand is people choose the destination, right? And then the hotels. So I think as Radisson Hotel Group and our hotels based in Dubai, we've been so lucky to have this destination marketing approach that it made it also easy for us, that we were also successful because of the destination.
That's wonderful, and I have taken this from you that you have a unique selling point, USP, which is hybrid rooms. And
Yes.
I know that how much it is important for corporate travelers to be connected with their teams and their colleagues back at their offices. So this is one of the best things for people who are on the move throughout, when they can work from the comfort of their room, and they have those hybrid rooms.
Yeah.
So yes, on this I would like to check with Mickey Bhatia, because as much as I know, the tagline for Elevatetrips is settle for more. So I'm sure you might be having some wonderful rebate program for the travelers, especially for the MICE groups. I would like to know more on that.
So basically, you know, that was a point well highlighted. Settle for more. What does it mean? Settle for more. So anybody who comes and books any type of service from us, and you know, there's always something or the other promotion that has been going on. So MICE is a very specific event, and some people just come and try and do the usual suspects. The usual suspects I would stand up and speak about is going to be, you know, the trio package, which UAE is known for, the desert safari, the city tour, and you know, the Dow cruise is what, you know, it's been known for. But besides that, there is so much more to see here. And when we get an opportunity to promote that, we would be more than happy to throw in a freebie or to a MICE group, so that that kind of awareness is given. Now, the best part about Dubai is it's a proper destination, as Zahir rightly said, that, you know, there is something for everybody. Now, when I say that there is something for everybody, and I completely agree with him 101%, there is something for the kids, there is something for the youth, there's something for the middle age, there's something for you know, the old age people, and all type of nationalities, and you know, things are quite friendly here. But the best part that I understand for Dubai is that they also support people who are challenged in many ways. So we did a few MICE groups coming in from Europe, where, you know, the groups were challenged in many ways. You know, they couldn't hear, they couldn't see, some of them. And the way we got the support from the authorities over here to manage the groups and things like that, I mean, it was phenomenal. You know, I can only give my thumbs up to this leadership of this country, and the way things get managed and how they promote it and things like that. So there is one side of looking at those things from one perspective, and from the other perspective, there is this city and this country has always been reinventing itself. And if you come back after 12 months, I'm sure you will have something new to see, and you will be looking forward to it, with the kind of new attractions that keep coming. That is something that gives us an opportunity from a business point of view to always keep promoting UAE, and we'll never run out of options.
Totally. So thank you so much for sharing this with us, Mickey. And we have our industry partner who will be watching this show. We have got travel trade partners, hotels, tourism, TMCs. So I would like to know from Mr. Zahir, one message you would like to convey the industry partners for the year 2022, as we all are looking forward to this year and the growth to this year.
Yeah, and I think it's a pleasure to be part of a forum like this at this point, because we're really coming out of a tough period with the emergence of travel once again. I think the desire to travel is there, but also the necessity to travel is there. One thing we did realize during the COVID stage was how valuable travel is to everything we do, whether it be for business, for work, to interact with people, whether it be for leisure, and our desire to explore destinations, our desire to get out there and have, you know, memorable trips, experiential travel. And this is something we're seeing off the back of COVID ourselves. I think, you know, the length of trip has extended. People are looking to do more with their trips. They're looking to really explore, get off the beaten track, and really just unwind, just do something different to their normal routine. So, you know, from our perspective, we're very pleased to see the recovery. We're very excited as to what 2022 is going to bring, and we wish everyone all the best. And I'm sure it will be a good year for everyone.
Thank you so much. And yes, that's true. We all have realized the value of travel more, and people are looking forward to travel more, as rightly said by Mickey also, that people are looking to the revenge travel. Another message I would like to hear from Ms. AYSE, that what would you like to give a message to the industry partners, being one of the marketing manager for one of the biggest chains of the hotels in the world?
So it's been a very emotional and difficult couple of years, I think, especially for people like us working in the travel and tourism industry. But we came out of it, I think, as even stronger than ever. I have to say, yes, people understood as well that it is also possible to have virtual meetings. It is also possible to sit in the comfort of your home and, Zoom with your colleagues or use other platforms. But at the end of the day, we all know the importance of the human connection. Yeah. So I think that the traditional way of meeting and connecting will always be there. And as industry partners, as Radisson Hotel Group, we will always be there to support our clients, and not only be the hotel room that they will reserve for, but also be their trusted industry partners. You know, whenever you have any issues, you have any problems, whatever your needs are, however you would like to meet, whether it's virtual or hybrid, we will be there to provide the solutions. So it's very important. And I think looking into 2022 and moving forward, the industry will be evolving, and I think we're just more flexible than ever. We learned how to be flexible as well in the industry, and this will continue to be so. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. AYSE. Yes, industry did taught us to be more flexible. We have been considering more of the feedback of our consumers and changing accordingly. And this pandemic, which is now the endemic, has taught us how to accept the changes. This is something which we have learned from pandemic. And yes, more informal way of saying that, yes, people do business with people they like. So in-person connection and meeting is important. We can go hybrid, but the best way and the way which has been going since the years is meeting in person, and that is not going to go, and this is where the travel comes into picture. So I would like to hear from, yes, Mickey Bhatia, that what would be the message by you to the industry partners?
I think the message from me to the industry partners is that we are going to be back in the pre-pandemic times in very, very soon. And we have been discussing about what is going to be the need for travel agents, because technology has taken things forward. As a matter of fact, technology is only going to be a parallel line of business. Travel agents will always exist. Thanks to the new learnings that we've got, where we have to fill up a dozen forms before we travel, and I'm sure because of such type of conveniences that the customer would be for, only gives us an opportunity to exist. And security is a concern these days. They want to have a lot of information where they can go, and whether we like it or not, COVID is here to stay, and this is going to be the new normal for us. And we will have to introduce new ways of travel, new ways of ensuring that we meet the requirements as per law wherever we are going. The tests are done, not done, depending on what type of situations we are in. However, it's going to be quite different to what it was pre-pandemic, but we will be seeing the same volumes again.
Absolutely. COVID is here to stay, that's true, but we all have found out various ways and the industry is thriving again. We all can see this. We all can see going forward, the requirements are increasing day by day. We are seeing countries opening their borders, and also we are seeing countries getting more flexible to invite tourism around the world. And MICE is one of the most and one of the major part of it, which we all are looking forward to. So I would like to say thank you to all of you for sharing the insights and the updates on travel industry, especially MICE. And we wish you all the best, and we're looking forward to grow together more. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.